'Twas a dark and stormy night, somewhere at least. Actually, it was daytime, and the weather was quite fair when I emerged from my matronly vessel. But that's not nearly as fun. One has certain narrative expectations when hearing about the birth of a monster. I was born a monster after all. Or rather, what others consider a monster. A tiefling. A descendant of devils. Of the devil, actually. You know the one. Asmodeus, ruler of the Nine Hells, sought to bury his seed in the belly of a mortal, for some reason. It was always a thing for him, I've heard. Something to do with disposability, I suppose. And that mortal did what mortals do best. Succumb to their baser urges and excrete their legacy one more ineffectual generation into the future. Though in this particular instance, we're talking about the children of Asmodeus, so these aren't exactly the knuckle-dragging blunderkind you'd come to expect. And eventually, I was born. Fortunately for my mother, she was unable to survive my inception, to the surprise of very few. And as for my father, well, I've never had the pleasure of seeing him for myself. And what a pleasure it would be. Off to a melancholy start, I know. But you need not worry. Things have since then improved. I'll skip the boring bits about how I grew up as a wretched orphan, surviving off the streets, eating expired goods, and tricking nobles into destroying themselves for my amusement. One day, as I lay in an alley, surviving only off the scorn of those around me, Asmodeus' projected image appeared from the shadows. He said he'd come specifically to find me, inform me of our shared genetics, and offered me a pact. In exchange for power, I would obey Asmodeus' commands. Not a bad trade for someone accustomed to stitching her own wounds after the gods gave her a bruising for begging on the wrong street corner. As a warlock, I of course did well for myself. With both the blood and power of Asmodeus coursing through my veins, I became nigh unstoppable. I even defeated a demon lord. Or four. There was a fifth, but I saw great potential in him and spared his life, that he might serve my later purposes. By that time, I had about all anyone could ask for.
But I wanted more.